you can give the children small tasks. You can start teaching your children. I'll start from the starting. You can start teaching your children right from the age of 3 about, when you're teaching them how to count, add and subtract and all, like that way you can teach them about money, how much it costs, how much it is. You can, when the parents are going to taking them to the shopping with them to the mall or something, you can do comparative shopping. You can have the children do this. You can, parents are like, ये दुकान में ले जाओ तो ये मांगते हैं वो मांगते हैं, हमारा बजट कबड़ा हो जाता है. So you can actually have them, you can say, okay, we are going to buy this. Children learn from their parents.
Hello everyone, I am Jitendra Singh, banker turned entrepreneur and author of the book Pep Hack Mastering the Art of Selling. I welcome you to read my story where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs and more. Today I have with me Miss Beena Jayakrishnan. She is qualified image consultant from the Image Consulting Business Institute. The program is structured by Judith Rasband, the first certified image master in the world. She has also successfully completed the Train the Trainer course certified by the National Accreditation Board for Education and Training, Government of India and the Scottish Qualifications Authority. She comes with 25 years of diverse experience while working in Garment Export House, studying fashion and design and being a leader and coach at Landmark Worldwide. Her coaching experience at Landmark since 2007 gave her the roadmap to making a difference in people's life, and since then took it as her mission. She has done the financial courses offered by women on wealth, which has enabled her to take charge of her personal finances and investments. She currently leads training sessions on money mantras for parents and children on the basics of finance. So today she will be discussing with us about her life journey. So welcome ma'am, the platform is open.
Thank you, Jitendra. Yeah, so I'm honored to be for an interview. I don't know what I have done so much that I should be merit an interview, but anyway, so I'm honored for that opportunity, and I'll share whatever I can in this little time that we have.
Sure, ma'am, you being so humble.
Yeah.
I'll ask you the question now. So, question would be from your past life, how it has affected the person, what you wanted to be in your life, and what you are.
Oh, that's like a long journey. I've been someone who had aspired to be, like, I remember when I was in school, I didn't want to be a teacher. And from there I went in, I took up commerce because of that, because I didn't want to be, a science, the cliched science teacher ban jao and then your life is sorted. So I didn't want to do that. And so I thought I will, start working and all that. But of course, Zindagi had something else, life had something else in store for me. And we were in such a space where the thing was like, ज़्यादा माँ बाप जो बोले वही करना है, पढ़ाई खत्म हुई, go and marriage देखा तो marriage and that's it, right? So yeah, so I started when I just after college I was working in a garment export house, you mentioned already, and I really enjoyed that work. That called me because it a little bit on the creative side, that thing was there about garments. So I had done, if you ask me, this life journey has been about learning. So from there, after getting married, I hardly got to work. 6 months. Within 6 months, I decided, no, I will not work, but I will make sure that I, give full time to my family. I have 2 loving children, and both are grown up. My husband also is retired, and of course, he keeps doing odd, takes up assignments.
Right.
And right now my children have grown up and they have their own profession which they are pursuing. I think if I'm talking about my journey, mine, like I said, has been of learning. So I've always on the lookout for learning something new. And you should ask my husband, he has actually caught his head saying, yaar, ab kya naya seekhna? But that is something which is There's, I have learned stitching, I have learned fashion designing, I have learned what do you say, this hair and makeup and all the beauty sessions. That course I have done. You name it. And if you will look at it at that point of time, for me it was, I would say, when if I'm looking at back now, it has been the insecurity, like that sometimes something, if suppose if something were to happen, I should be equipped to take on a job, and I have to be relevant. So like that way I have been always learning.
Right.
Now when it came time to my children got started going to college and all that, that is when I had a lot of time with me. So then what to do was the question. And if I have to say, there is one turning point was for me when I did my Landmark Forum, which is a training and development course. I'm sure you must have heard of it. That course actually gave me a whole new perspective, to all this learning. It gave me insight about myself.
Right.
And also gave me insight about what really makes me tick. What is my life purpose? And what I saw is I am someone who is like, people look up to me in whatever area, whether it is at my home or wherever I go, whether it's building or, a set of people look up to me to lead. And there is something like that, which, this. So that makes me, and I saw that people hang on to what I say or my opinions. So that, and I saw that when I say or when I speak, I can make a difference in people.
Right.
So that's like really what got me going, and that's my different things. That is
very wonderful. So if I talk about things you are passionate about in your life, so what are those things?
So it keeps changing. Okay, so there was a phase where I was 100% into gardening. And after doing that, I was staying in Mumbai, I shifted to Delhi, Gurgaon, and then that is when I got to know of these new avenues and things like that. You can actually pursue different stuff.
Right.
So I got into gardening. I'm a member of All India Kitchen Garden Association, I think from 2002 or 4 or something. And I did their courses and all that stuff, and I had followed. Now I'm come to a time where I look at growing what I can, some few vegetables or things, and make sure that I do my bit of contribution to not for the waste management and things like that. I make my own. So I look at contributing to the environment, so making a difference. So I do my own little bits, by doing some biocomposting and things like that. And so in that journey of kitchen garden, I am now currently the convener for our unit in DLF. And you must have seen that as the logo right now when you change my name.
Right.
So I'm a convener for that. Yeah. And so that is there.
Right, ma'am. So you have experience of more than 25 years. So onto this, like how you started your career, what all you did there, and how you started your journey as a trainer, coach.
Yeah. So this was, like I said, this was one thing which I did. And fashion designing was one thing. Nutrition course, I said one thing. Now there was a time when I even went back. My promise to myself was, once the children are big, they don't need me, then I'll go back to work. So I did work for part-time for 1.5 to 2 years. But I saw that it doesn't call me really, because 25 plus years sitting at home, looking after managing home and the different aspects, working in an office environment didn't work for me. And around that time is when this ICBI was advertising big time, about the courses, image management and all that. And that was like up my this, and I was like, yeah, mujhe karna hai. But it was very costly, and I had no chance of asking my husband ki paise do. Right? Because bachon ke liye paise chahiye the. They were at a phase where we had to send both were going abroad to study, so we couldn't spend much. But the moment I could, like I think in 2015, when I said no, nothing doing, I have to do this course, and I invested and I did the course, because that actually bought the image management course, actually bought all this, my fashion designing, my makeup and beauty and all that creativity, all those, my garment line, this actually it gave a direction to it. And along with that, I did my soft skills training. The soft skills training really helped me because it gave me confidence. And with the landmark training, with the soft skills training and this ICBI training, I started my journey as a coach and trainer. So my work normally is, when you will see image consultants and soft skills trainers, they would be mostly doing it in the corporate line.
Right.
But I started my journey with NGOs, and I'm mostly associated with NGOs. So my first assignment was with a Mahindra group, and with their project, North N Star, their pilot project. I was one of the trainers there, and I was got the opportunity to train young girls 15 and above in different topics, and that was something which was really fulfilling, and being able to make a difference to people's lives.
Right.
So started there, there that confidence just built. Any topic you give, I can this, and I saw the importance of learning life skills, teaching life skills, because that is the need of the hour. Children are getting so many things to exposure to so many things because of the social media and stuff, but actual life skills, they are, away from actual life skills. So from some of the few topics that I taught them, especially communication and, how to dress, presentation and financial literacy.
Right.
That was a topic which really gave more direction to my, life, like in the sense I saw that, and because as a corporate, as a trainer, koi bhi topic de do, I will teach.
Right.
So I prepared and I went and was taught that this. And one of the girls asked me, "Ma'am, paise kaise badhate hain? How do you compound it?" Because I was teaching them simple interest compound. How do you compound it? And where in the world actually कि कहाँ पे पैसे डालेंगे तो कंपाउंड होगा?
Correct.
I was stumped, and I'm telling you the truth, I was stumped क्योंकि मुझे खुद नहीं पता था. As in, हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम कैसा है? रट्टा मारो, पढ़ो, लिखो, मार्क्स मिलेगा, हो जाएगा. Practically, how it will be in the world, how it is used in the real world is not how. And I saw that though I am a commerce graduate, I was not financially literate. And that really hit home. So I told that girl, I said, I don't know. There's no point bluffing, right? I said, I don't know, but I will find out and I will learn and I will come and tell. And that's how I came upon my friend who runs this Woman on Wealth, Priyanka Bhatia.
Right.
That's a course for women to be financially literate. She has 2 courses where she teaches the basics of money management and also the stocks course.
Right.
I met her and I did the course, and that started my journey. So that is another eye opener for me. There is no age for learning, and you can never stop learning. So at the age of 50 plus, I started learning how to manage money. I figured that out. I created, learned the basic principles of money and started saving. तब तक की कहानी क्या थी? I don't work, तो मैं पैसे कहाँ से बचाऊं? मेरे पास पैसे ही कहाँ है? हमेशा हस्बैंड को पूछना पड़ता है कि पैसे दो. He is the only earning member. From where will I save? Right. Yeah, that way.
Great, ma'am. So if I talk about your vision, mission and goal in life for next 5 to 10 years from now, so what do you think that would be?
That would be to educate parents and children about money management. I think it's something which is really important, because currently the parents, they have no idea about money management because no one is taught us in school, right?
Right.
It's not something which is taught in school. So how would you know how to teach a child?
Correct.
क्योंकि हमारे पेरेंट्स ने कैसे बोला था, पैसों के बारे में बात ही नहीं होती है. No one talks about money. How would you teach a child about money management if you don't give them money? They have to physically know how to manage money. पैसे ही हाथ में नहीं आएंगे तो कैसे मैनेज करेंगे?
Right.
So they have to learn. The parents have to be, because I have come across this, parents is mostly say बच्चे बहुत छोटे हैं, उनको कैसे पैसे देके बिगाड़ना नहीं है, पैसों के अपने आप सीखेंगे.
Right.
But अरे बाबा, but अगर नहीं पता चलेंगे, बेसिक्स नहीं पता चलेंगे तो कैसा चलेगा?
Correct.
So educating the parents. So maybe the parents need to come and need to figure out, that they need to know how to teach their children. So I have this course called Money Mantras, which I designed, where I start with the basics, and this is for the children from the age group of 8 to 15 years.
Right.
So, introducing them to the concept of money, introducing them to the concept of creating spending plans and how to, create, save for their goals like that way. But I also include the parents. I have a session for the parents because parents usually think the attitude is कि कोई class में भेजा तो वो सीख गया हो गया done. No.
Right.
It is an ongoing process. This is just an introduction, right? But I have been successful like in the past. I mean, I think ये COVID के time पे ही शुरू किया था 2020. I started this session,
Right.
and parents have found that it has made them, like my students' parents who are there. They are thankful in the sense that at least now they can have a conversation about money with their children.
Correct.
Without a taboo around it. Some
Correct.
say that the child now knows the importance of money and has started saving and also is looking at how to earn their own pocket money.
Right. That's really wonderful, actually. So, ma'am, if I talk about your personal and professional journey so far, so what are the most important life lessons you have learned from there?
It's never too late to learn. Life is a learning journey, है ना? मतलब there's always something new to learn. There's something new to you have to keep yourself open to learn. And it is not that you will learn from someone who is more learned than you. It can be from someone, and that is why, like I say, from the young children. And that's why I take up, teaching young people. That's a difficult age because not everyone is able to work with children from the age group of 8 to 15.
Right.
Where, you can actually listen to them. They are happy when someone is listening to them. And I'm not constrained by my white hair. Normally बच्चों को होता है ना that nanny daddy, no, and they are happy to be friends. So yeah, that is there. And so there's always, never say die, always something to learn, always something to do till the last breath.
True. That's really a wonderful thing when you learn and grow in life. And age is not an important aspect. Wherever you are, whatever you are, you can always learn from anybody. Maybe younger to you, maybe older to you, maybe from the same age group.
Yes.
So if you really want to learn, you can learn.
Yes.
So ma'am, since you've been teaching children and their parents about money management, so I want to simplify this. What are the benefits of teaching children about money management?
See, there are times when you have, the children are, so I would say like this way, there is no right age. Actually parents have this thing that they will it's okay to teach them later on once they grow big. And I mean, I'm sure Jitendra, when you personally, when you must have come into college or started working, right? And when you actually got to manage money, there would have been times where you would have thought that पहले से पैसा, कैसे manage करना पता होता, तो how to manage so much, because when you are young, you always think when I grow old, I will get money in my hand and I will do what I want. But is it really that?
So that really depends on case to case basis. Like I've been the elder in the family, I got the opportunity to manage cash, buying goods, going for market. So I could manage that. But my younger ones, they were not able to do on that terms. They were not very well with money management and all.
Yes, right. So each one has their own journey. Each one it is different because everyone's experiences would be different. But at the same time, we don't have, some may have this, but that is again limited to what your mom would have said. You go and buy this 100 rupees, and go buy this and come. So you know what to buy, what you need to buy, right?
Right.
There would be time. So one of the things I would say is to learn from experience, right? And you have to have the children experience it.
Yes.
So my experience, so answering your question, what you asked was that how was it important? Benefits, right? Benefits is that the children know that money is a tool. It's not the end and means of everything. Right? So how do you, it is a tool. They get to know that it is a tool which can be used to forward yourself in life.
Right.
And money is something which can be compounded and multiplied. One of the benefits is that they know how to budget, how to backward plan. Like if they require something, you can give the children small tasks. You can start teaching your children. I'll start from the starting. You can start teaching your children right from the age of 3 about, when you're teaching them how to count, add and subtract and all, like that way you can teach them about money, how much it costs, how much it is. You can, when the parents are going to taking them to the shopping with them to the mall or something, you can do comparative shopping. You can have the children do this. You can ask, you give the right children. Normally parents are like, ये दुकान में ले जाओ तो ये मांगते हैं वो मांगते हैं, हमारा बजट का ये हो बड़ा हो जाता है. So you can actually have them, you can say, okay, we are going to buy this. Children learn from their parents.
True.
So parents need to learn also, right? Because parents को भी नहीं पता, तो budget list बना के shopping के लिए जाओ. You creating that discipline and system, automatically it is learned by the children. So this is one of the benefits that are there.
And also they tend to understand what is the actually money does and how to save from the budget.
Actually, the thing is also the children would get an idea. See, you don't have to actually disclose what your income is to the child.
Correct.
But the child knows, okay, this is the budget that we have for the house for this month, and we need to spend in this. Then the child starts getting to know that, right? You can also look at, and it has to be sharing. Money management, I would say, finance or teaching about money is not a one day. कि चलो बैठो पैसे के बारे में बताते हैं, वैसे नहीं. It's an ongoing process. So every time you have a discussion, an opportunity to discuss about money, then parents need to discuss it openly without any bias and give them, मतलब सीख क्या है इसका, वो सीख सिखाना चाहिए. That would be a good.
You can involve them in like budgeting process, planning activities for the month or the week probably. So that will help them understand.
holidays में जाना या कोई birthday party या
planning a holiday, planning a birthday party within the budget, that way. So on to this further, if I ask you, like what are some age appropriate ways to teach children about money management?
Age appropriate, I would say, like I told you already, I think I already covered this. Whether it is from the age of 3, you can start. You can start with एक apple, दो apple, एक apple का. When you get the opportunity, you can start, because children are already learning addition and subtraction from that age. They are learning about preferences. They are learning about choices. When you say कि अगर आप अभी चॉकलेट खाओगे तो एप्पल नहीं मिलेगा, so they are learning to make choices. If you're eating 2 chocolates, then you are not going to get anything more for the whole week.
Right.
It's about choices. It's about how you and then you can slowly equate it to money. This costs this much, so we have spent. Like, I'll tell you a simple thing, and this is something which is quite funny. My son, when he had gone for his degree to the UK and studied and all 3-4 years, and he came back. When he came back, he was like, "Mom, I miss the Lays, Lays chips खाना miss कर गया." तो बोलता था, "मम्मी आप जब दुकान पे जाओगे ना तो Lays का बड़ा पैकेट ले आना." ऐसे करके अब मेरा क्या था कि I used to write down what all I'm spending for, right? And I literally the budget where I spent what, and then in that month I saw that I have spent around 800 rupees for Lays because हाँ 50 रुपए का पैकेट, बड़ा पैकेट, और उसमें क्या था. तो आई शोड माई सन, आई टोल्ड हिम कि भैया देखो तुम्हारा जो पैकेट ऑफ लेस का तुमने कितना खाया और उसका रेट देखो, मेरा महीने में 800 रुपया हुआ. तो अब बताओ कि was it really tasty for that 800 rupees? See, not that no, you can't this it, but you also have to teach them, right? He got it. He got this. वो जो तलब थी वो भी गया, पर lesson भी मिला साथ.
Right. Correct. Rightly pointed out. So if we talk about the mistakes, what are some of the common mistakes that parents make while teaching their children about money management?
They don't teach. सीख जाएंगे बड़े होके.
Right. That is one of the most common one.
हाँ, बड़े होके अपने आप सीखेंगे. Right. And they will not give them. There are so many opportunities. See, I can tell you, there are opportunities. If a child wants to go abroad and learn or go out in the hostel and learn, please send them. That would be the best thing that you do, because then they would learn how to manage the money.
Right.
Because it is in a limited budget. Give them experiences. It's not about only money. I would say give them experiences and do it as a joint family activity. It is not something like you can't be high up, like I am a parent and I don't need to. Baba, you also will learn a lot of new things which you don't know before.
Right, ma'am. So coming back to you again, like if I asked you throughout your journey, there must be some people who supported you there. So who were the people supported you the most throughout?
Of course, family, husband and children.
Right.
Unwavering support by my husband, जिसको मैं तंग करती रहती हूँ कि ये सीखना है, अब ये सीखना है.
Right.
Right. And he is the one who keeps supporting, and I will tell you, he is the one who says कि भैया कुछ भी ना मिले तो तू मगर ये काम जरूर कर. It is, to make a difference in people's life. Nothing else. We can
Correct.
at least make a difference. And because when people share to me, like, even after doing the course, whenever they meet or in any forum, they will always say, thank you, Beena, because आपके वजह से मेरे बच्चे ने, and not only in money management, it can be in different fields.
Multiple
There was
things.
a child who would, there's a child who would not come on the Zoom में ना कैमरा ऑफ करके बैठते हैं. तो हाँ, the parent is giving me was ना मुझे पहले से सेटअप करके रखा ना, मेरी बेटी बड़ी शाई है, नहीं आएगी कैमरा पे. मैंने बोला ठीक है, हम देखते हैं, right? And believe it or not, that girl now is doing her own YouTube videos and reels and all that.
Right.
So that is like, and when she sends her this, ma'am, please like and subscribe to my channel, right? Those are differences, like from where the parents says she will not, she's too shy, to the girl who's doing that.
Right.
Little things wherein, like, a child takes and says, ma'am, how will I do? How can I earn money? I'm just so small, right? I said, put your thinking cap on. And what are you good at? What can you do? Say, I'm good at designing. Okay, design. And I didn't give ideas. Believe it or not, the next class he comes and he says, ma'am, I did a Canva designing for one of my mom's friends, and I earned my first 500 rupees.
Great.
So that's it. You can make a difference in person's life in many ways.
Right. So how you get your motivation and inspiration from? What are the ways?
Motivation and inspiration is, I think, external, so nothing will work. It is all momentary, like for some time, but you have to get it अंदर से जगाना पड़ता है. There are many times where you are down, but you have to keep going, because what keeps me going is that I can make a difference in people's lives. So I keep coming back to what I'm doing, what I love to do, and going back and looking out for opportunities to make a difference.
Great, ma'am. So what do you think about success? What is your take on it?
Success, when someone says, you made a difference, that is my success.
Right.
Yeah, when I see happy faces.
Right. So like keeping other people's happy, motivated, that way.
I can make a difference in their lives. They can, they will remember me. Sometimes in some even corporate trainings, I share from my life. And that makes, because that gives them more spice. They will always remember, oh, Beena ma'am had said this.
Right.
Related to from the, home background rather than an office background. And that makes a difference to their life. So then that is, they always share in their feedback that only. That ma'am, आपने जो example दिया, हम कभी नहीं भूलेंगे.
Nice. So now on the last question, any message or advice you would like to share with our audience?
What message? Don't lose on the opportunity of making a difference, right? And learning is never ending. Okay.
True.
And learning is not from just watching videos and reels and YouTube and this, but actually doing some, study and making yourself. There's always something new. Currently, I'm learning afresh how to stitch my own salwar kameez.
Okay.
And I am actually having my machine and everything in the background here. I just finished cutting. So
Great.
I have learned, but it doesn't mean that, that was long back. I can keep learning new ways.
Right. Learning never goes off.
Never goes off. No age barrier. Yeah.
Right. So I must say we really had a wonderful discussion. It was really amazing to hear you. You have shared your journey, like how you learn, how you still learn. And that is really wonderful. And also you have shared about like how parents can not only teach their kids, younger ones, how to like save money or how to use money in a right way. It's all about money management, but they can also learn how they can teach their children in a right way so that children can understand better and take it in a right spirit, positive spirit. So that's really wonderful, and I am looking forward to hear more from you again soon on this topic or maybe on some other topic. So we will continue to discuss further. Looking forward to it, ma'am. Thank you so very much for your time. It was really wonderful having you here today.
Yeah, thank you for this opportunity, and I'm looking forward to reaching out to more parents and children. They can connect with me for the courses, money mantras, whether with parents or with children, so that they can move forward in life.
Sure,
Thank you.
sure, ma'am. I'll also share your social media link along with the interview link so that people can be in touch with you, take your help and guidance wherever they feel like. So, guys, don't forget to check that out too. Thank you so very much, everyone, for watching and listening. I hope you all must have gathered a lot of information and enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you, and bye bye.